An anonymous New York Knicks executive has revealed the truth on a controversial upcoming decision for the New York Knicks that the front office is running out of time to make on a player who is totally bought in to the New York Knicks, but could be looking for a massive contract extension rivaling OG Anunoby's, making the New York Knicks payroll very, very difficult to keep on for a long period of time, and we're going to break all this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here. We're going to jump right into things, as always. If you guys are part of that 65% that's not subscribed, we have daily updates like this coming out every single day, because that is what daily means after all. We're having a bunch of fun on this channel with the latest Knicks updates. Make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you do not miss a single video. But let's jump into it. As we know from the thumbnail, this video is... we're talking Mikal Bridges and this extension because, look, everything that's been going on right now has hit its pinnacle. Mikal Bridges and the Knicks are both looking towards an extension, which, if Mikal signs this offseason, would bring him onto the Knicks for the next 4 years for $156.1 million. That is the max he can get, and it is what he will be receiving. Mikal will not accept less than that max offer, and there's thoughts that he might not accept that offer, and we're going to dive into that later on into the video and breaking down exactly why. But on top of that, what we're also seeing in regards to Mikal Bridges is a man who thus far has been bought into the team this offseason specifically, and there's been a lot of discussion surrounding Bridges and what his future looks like with the New York Knicks. And recently, an anonymous NBA executive revealed the truth on the Knicks' upcoming decision in regards to Mikal's future with the Knicks. Now, it was mentioned by that executive that we do hope to get something done. When you make the commitment to trade for a player like we did with Mikal, you do it with the intention of them being on the team for a long time. Now, Bridges, on top of that, it was mentioned by Sam Quinn that every time a better player is moved for a lesser or equal price, there will be questions about whether the Knicks were wrong to trade for Bridges. The Bridges trade got the Knicks within 6 wins of the NBA Finals title. If they hover around that area for the next few years, even without winning a title, the deal's legacy is more complicated than the outright loss many will peg it as. It can be the wrong move without being a bad one. And if they do reach the finals, at that point, their level of team success will be great enough to justify the trade regardless of the price that they paid of it. Now, Bridges, we talked about this when he was moved for 5 first-round picks. Yeah, it's going to look like a complete win for the Nets on paper 100%, because Bridges' numbers were never going to be insane. He put up 17.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists a night, getting a steal, half a block, and shooting 35% from 3, with the caveat that he was actually attempting heaves, unlike most players in the NBA do. He shot 42.3% on corner threes, and Mikal also played excellent basketball in the playoffs, putting up 15.6 points and 4.5 rebounds, while also being that elite defender that we all know and love. Mikal's defense was very shoddy during the regular season, having moments where he looked like that elite defender, is one of the best on-ball defenders in basketball, just one of the best perimeter defenders in the league every single year. We saw that in the playoffs. He averaged 1.7 steals and a block per game as well, while playing suffocating defense on multiple all-star players, including Cade Cunningham, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Tyrese Halliburton, and he did very well. Halliburton, Mikal did struggle with a bit more, but Mikal is not a point-of-attack defender specifically. OG Anunoby, Deuce McBride, they're both better at that role than Mikal Bridges is, so it's sort of become this situation where you want Bridges sort of in that team sense, but it doesn't change the fact that Mikal is one of basketball's best defenders and showed it again throughout the playoffs. Mikal is someone who's not there for the individual numbers. He's there because he leads to more wins. Well, go figure, Mikal Bridges, he got to the New York Knicks and made 2 plays in back-to-back games that directly led to the New York Knicks going to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in my lifetime. I'm 24 years old, and Mikal Bridges was one of the key reasons why the Knicks got there. He played excellently against Boston and had 2 of the greatest defensive plays in modern Knicks history by getting those stops, getting the block, getting the steal, throwing the ball away, and getting the Knicks 2 wins in Boston. That changed everything for the Knicks going forwards. And Mikal showed that he is a valuable player on this team, but he also did not love being coached by Tom Thibodeau. Now, under Mike Brown, I expect Mikal Bridges to have a better year than he had last season. And even again, if it doesn't show up, like the numbers look totally different. Mikal, it's not about the numbers that he puts up individually. It's about the number of wins and the team stats that the Knicks have that are more indicative of who Mikal Bridges is as a player and the impact that Bridges does have on this Knicks team. And I think that is something that's gone unsung throughout Mikal's time here, is he has led to more wins. I mean, the Knicks had the best season they had since making since making the NBA Finals in 1999. They did make the Conference Finals in 2000 as well. But that's the last time the Knicks got this far. And Mikal was part of that team. So clearly, he's a positive impact player who did become the scapegoat of a team that he did not exactly have a good fit on. Because, as it was mentioned, no player really knew their role under Tom Thibodeau. And Mikal was the odd man out constantly on that. As Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns are so commanding of high volume shots, which just happens. And obviously, we want Brunson and Towns shooting more than Mikal. They're both better at offense than Mikal. I'm not saying they're not. But Mikal had nights where he looked phenomenal, where he looked like that guy, that hybrid of the guy on the Nets and the Suns that we wanted, putting up 20 points, playing phenomenal defense as well, and getting 5 rebounds or so. We saw that from Bridges. We saw him have those games where he went 3 for 5 from 3 with those corner threes and doing all the right things while making amazing mid-range shots like the guy we saw on the Nets and playing great defense like the guy we saw on the Suns, all in one. Then we also saw nights where he didn't play good defense and put up 6 points on 2 for 6 shooting. And then games where he went 14 for 19 from the field and looked phenomenal. So Bridges was up and down, but it's not totally on him. It's partially on him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to exclude or take away any blame from Mikal. But also blame goes on Tibbs for really screwing the whole situation up to begin with by not setting an offense for them. That's not going to happen under Mike Brown. And Mikal, he's bought into this Knicks team. As we can see at Summer League, 3 current Knicks players were on this bench with a group of other guys here. From left to right, we're going to list off who these people are. Starting all the way to the left to right again. We have Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, Karl-Anthony Towns, Karl-Anthony Towns Sr., or Karl Towns Sr., I should say. William Wesley, head coach Mike Brown, and then none other than Leon the Don Rose, all courtside at this Knicks Summer League game. Mikal didn't have to go to Vegas. No one was making him. He did that because he wanted to see his guys play. Remember, Mikal is bought in. He posted on his story a photo of him, on his Instagram story, of a photo the Knicks posted with Mikal with Kevin McCullough Jr., Ariel Hukporti, and Pacome Dadier. Now, he literally said, they're my youngins, except for Huck. He's Unk because Hukporti's older than, well, given actually McCullough's the same age, but Ariel Hukporti does look like he could be 35 or 24, so good on Huck. Pacome is very young, and he's actually very similar to Mikal Bridges in a lot of ways, and I hope Mikal does kind of do some mentoring as well with the young Dadier, because I think they are a good fit together for 2 guys who could... I do think Pacome could learn a lot from Mikal Bridges, because Bridges he's so fluid. He plays that role where he could do it all, and I think that's really important to the Knicks going forward. And I think Mikal's important to the Knicks going forward. We look at next year's free agents, and it is a long list of great players. Now, at the top of it, we do see LeBron James, so I thought about not adding on to this list right here just in regards to the fact that he might retire. I don't expect LeBron to retire after next season, but it's possible. But there's a bunch of great free agents. LeBron and KD headline it, given LeBron again entering year 23 and Kevin Durant entering year 19. They're not young anymore. Zach LaVine becomes a free agent. We see Luka Doncic have the option to become a free agent if he doesn't sign an extension and he could walk. We see Trae Young potentially becoming a free agent. We see James Harden having the opportunity. And then we see guys who are unrestricted free agents. De'Aaron Fox, CJ McCollum, Chris Middleton, Porzingis, Ariel Hukporti. Nope, sorry, Isaiah Hartenstein. But I just was thinking about the future with the future Hartenstein, Ariel Hukporti. That's why I said that. Obviously, it definitely wasn't some weird mistake that I made. Andrew Wiggins, Tobias Harris, Fred VanVleet, Draymond Green, Anthony Simons, John Collins, and the list goes on past these guys. I just went from the top paid guys on Spotrac and went from there. Check out Spotrac for all that information. They're a great website in regards to sports contracts and stuff like that. But the point of this is Mikal Bridges is someone who is going to have a positive impact on this Knicks team going forward. He's a big part of this team. And also part of the deal with him not getting the extension is, as Ian Begley mentioned, until the Giannis stuff is fully settled, and I don't think it's fully settled yet, teams will continue to plan with that in the back of their minds, and he directed that right towards the Mikal Bridges situation as well, because that also plays a part in everything that's going down here. Now, also, we could see Bridges wait. We could see him decide to not sign an extension this offseason and wait and become a free agent like Ogugwa Anunoby did, where OG ended up becoming the highest paid player in Knicks history. I think he's still current, or at least he doesn't currently have it because Karl-Anthony Towns, but OG signed the largest contract that the Knicks have ever agreed to, and Mikal could try to get that OG money, and you can't really blame him. You just hope that he does what Jalen Brunson did, because at the end of the day, we heard rumors that Mikal was going to follow what Brunson did, so hopefully he does. That'll play a huge part into things, but I do want Mikal to stick around for the long haul. I think it's important to have Mikal on this team, and that might end up meaning that the Knicks could lose Mitchell Robinson, so they might have to decide between one of them or try to get pay cuts for both of them. We're going to see what goes down. What do you guys want to see go down with Mikal Bridges? Let me know in those comments down below. I'll be sure to get back to you. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Knicks.